All right. We are live. There's Pixel Master. We'll add his stuff to the stream. And tonight, I'm going to let you start it off. We'll put you up there for about 15 minutes or so. Then I'll come back. We'll see who all shows up.
Okay.
Right now, it's just us, but I bet a few people come in here.
Yeah, at some point. Just going to go through and do the outline on this. Darken it.
That's cool. I've been playing with that magic wand on the sketchbook here ever since you mentioned it. I got to get better with it though.
Yeah. If you're using computer, I imagine if you hold shift and you select, it might select multiple areas.
Mm-hmm. Shift or control, maybe.
Yeah. I think on this it's shift. On Krita is shift.
I've got like two other artists, that Mo Homesteading that you talked to a few times on my streams.
Yeah.
Her and the Whispering Cauldron. They're both wanting to do some live streams with us too. So
that's cool.
It may be on their channel, my channel. Who knows? I'm down for whatever. I'd just like to get this whole thing started.
Yeah. If we get enough people, we can kind of start alternating.
Yeah, that's kind of what my goal is to turn it into like a show, where maybe me or you or whoever can just host it and we can just showcase folks and, give them a 15, 20 minutes at a pop. And I don't care if they're drawing, painting, singing, doing sculptures, whatever.
Right. I got music playing and that stupid Dr. Squatch crap just popped up.
Oh, man. You can crank your music up a little bit if you want to. I don't have any music playing on this end.
It's copyrighted.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
And it's in my earphone, so I know it won't hurt you.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I usually like I'll have Deftones or something going in one of my earbuds.
Yeah.
But I try not to when I got folks up here. I'm going to give Mrs. Ojisan a set of earbuds so we don't have to hear her paparazzi party. Somebody pop in there.
Koos is about to have a live stream also at the same time we do.
Oh, well. I've got a lot of friends that they're really, really conscious about. Hey, Terrorverse, it's Dennis.
Hey, Terrorverse.
You guys have talked a little bit, haven't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, Dennis is a cool guy. He writes scary stories. He's actually got some published stuff out there.
That's awesome. I wish I could publish mine, but I write mine in script form, so no way to really publish script form, probably.
Have you tried maybe getting like a speech to text and just reading it back? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like it doesn't have detail. It's not got the grammar it needs to be in the novel form. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, there's old Striker. There's my boy. Yeah, you've been missing all these streams.
Hey, Striker.
Well, that's cool. While everybody's getting settled in, I'm gonna go get myself ready, and I'll be right back up here. I know a few riders who do that. They work much faster. Yes, sir. If I ever get back to writing, that's what I'm gonna do.
I used to do that on lunch at work at Walmart.
Oh yeah,
Actually, I
just
just did
write.
it on my phone. Yeah, the speech to writing.
What is that program? It's like Dragon or something like that. Is that the one that people still use, or is that old?
I never heard of that. I think I was just using the Office phone app with the recording microphone thing, like for the phones.
That would be cool, man. Yeah, Dragon is still popular. That's what Dennis said. That's cool.
That'd be great, Terraverse, but my story needs a lot of work, like a lot of grammar corrections, needs organized into paragraphs like a novel. It's not ready to be published, but it'd be nice.
Needs a good editor, Dennis.
Pretty much, and I've tried to find someone who could take on such a big project, but nobody has came.
Yeah. So this here is what I've started, but this is not what I'm going to draw.
That's cool.
Since Terrorverse is here, I'll have to do a spooky picture for him. So let me save this one. We'll get it out of the way, and I'll start a brand new one. All right, cool. Oh yeah, you gonna get some time off from class? Yeah, creepy Bob Ross, man. All right, let me get you back up here on Kira's stuff. I'm gonna let Kira take it away for just a few minutes, and I will be right back, guys.
Terraverse, if you want to talk to it more, add me on Facebook if you have a Facebook. But yeah, I mean, I would pay. I would definitely pay. But it'd probably be a little bit at a time. Like if you do a cent a word, 100 words in a page would be $1. Or, well, 100 words. I don't know. That might be pretty good. But yeah. Do you have Facebook, Terraverse? I understand that Ashburn come to the writers. Like me, I live alone and I work in a factory. That's my only income, which it's a decent income, but again, I live alone, so a lot of bills. Like YouTube's a side project that isn't paying at the moment. Hopefully one day. Dennis Freeman. Okay. Well, if you look me up on Facebook, it's Pixel Master Kira, and it's got my same icon as the profile picture. If not, I'll try and find you after the stream. Right now, I'm actually recording me drawing, so I can't stop at the moment. I'm using OBS Studio.
Yeah, Dennis is a super cool guy, man. He's into a lot of the same stuff I am. So you get to the creepy world, he's your man.
That's cool because my story has demons. It has a lot of death. It's post-apocalyptic. It's very interesting to some people.
The coolest thing is he lives about 10 miles from me here. So.
Oh, really? So if he stops responding to me, you can go look him up.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's my Arkansas buddy. Terraverse, of course, my kids, and then you couldn't see me. They're all right here with me. Oh no, Dennis, you inspire me with you're actually out there doing it. You know, you got some stuff published. You're grinding. You're pushing.
Yeah, Terrorverse. It's like I said, it's kind of an apocalyptic story, and it follows one character mainly who, in a word, was kind of the Antichrist. Like he was born to become a very powerful demon. And it starts off as like a horror story, and then it slowly becomes more action with more time.
So I've
And
got an idea that I've had for a story for about I don't know 15 years. You guys want to hear it?
sure.
It's called Genetics on Demand, and that's an abbreviation for a kind of a special squad. It's a post-apocalyptic deal, but the genetics on demand troops, they carry little backpacks with different DNAs in it, and they can call upon any kind of genetics they want to use. And they're kind of fighting against these. I haven't really come up with a name for the bad guys yet, but think if Terminators needed genetic material to actually survive and to keep producing. So they would be like Terminators, but they would also be like vampires. So they would be cybernetic, but they would have to, consume humans and whatever they could get their hands on to keep their genetics going. And
That's
then
interesting.
the good guys would be the genetics on demand soldiers, and you're talking, they can use rhinoceros, elephant, snake, birds, whatever.
They like grow wings and stuff. Is that
Yeah,
what you?
whatever they need at the time, they can call upon it.
That's actually interesting to another story I have that is not copyrighted yet.
Yeah.
But it is not futuristic. It's more native Indians that can do that.
That's cool. Yeah, these guys, it would almost be like a an Attack on Titan situation where they've got got like a little backpack that's got different vials of genetics in it, and they could call upon it when they need it. And then the bad guys are really the most interesting to me because, like I said, it's a cross between a Terminator and a vampire, really, because they got to have the genetic material.
Right. It sounds cool to me. Well, Terrorverse, if I ever get extremely good and not have to work for a living and only do YouTube, maybe I could draw your stuff. Like right now, a lot of stuff I draw is from looking at other things. Like right now, I'm working on a new icon that's actually the main character of my story. And I'm kind of incorporating that character as my main character in my YouTube channel because the main character's name is Kira. Yeah.
The interesting thing is the genetics on demand soldiers, their personalities are based on our old when we used to play Halo. It was our Halo characters is what I base all these personalities on. So
Oh, really?
yeah. All right, Terraverse. So in honor of that, of telling you guys my story there, I'm gonna do one of those Terminator vampire guys.
That would be cool.
I don't even know what I would call them. I need a good name for them.
Vampinator.
Vampinator. Termpires.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd have to be like cyber vamp or cyber. I don't know, something.
Well, you could think of a name that's like completely off the wall original.
Mm-hmm.
Just I wouldn't tell anyone about it. Not many people, anyway.
Oh, I wouldn't even care if somebody took it and ran with it. I have a lot of ideas for stuff, and I'm really bad about not following through with them. So it would be cool to see it happen.
Right. My story is actually copyrighted already.
Oh, that's
I actually used Jim Davis's lawyer to do it, which was interesting.
oh, that's cool. The Garfield guy.
Yeah. He lives
That's
here in
cool.
Muncie.
Well,
Keep trying to meet Jim
you know
Davis,
what?
but he's against
Oh,
meeting
yeah.
people.
I can't blame him.
Yeah.
Garfield was by far that and the Bloom County. That was my two favorite comic strips. And you don't even hear about them anymore.
Yeah.
With Opus and what was the cat's name? I don't remember. I don't know if you ever read that comic strip.
Which one?
Bloom County had the real crazy cat that was all tweaked out looking.
No, I don't think so.
Opus was like the little penguin looking character. Really, really good stuff though. It was really all politically charged though. So oh yeah. We had a whole story Strikers talking about when he was young, and we were sitting around brainstorming stories. We had one with kind of a superhero dog squad, and freaking I think Paw Patrol or somebody come out and stole our idea.
Oh, yeah. That'll
I can't remember.
happen.
It wasn't Paw Patrol. It was another cartoon back in like the late '90s, early 2000s. There is Solemn. How's it going? Hey, there's Monica. How's it going, Monica?
Hey, guys.
We were just hanging out drawing. If anybody wants to come up, the link is way back up there at the top of the chat. I can drop it again.
Hey, Monica. How you doing?
You know Monica's an artist too, right?
Yeah. She did the pouring paint.
Mm-hmm. I think she's actually sold a few of those. Oh, that's all good. Yeah. I'm sure I'll see you later on. Don't work too hard. Right. enough of my doodling on. We'll get back to Kira.
I'm just cleaning lines and fixing things up a little. Getting rid of the random white dots everywhere.
Oh man, they closed your school too, huh? Close college for the coronavirus day. My classes are being turned into online classes. Oh man.
Japan closed all schools, apparently. Oh, Jimmy, we're technically not supposed to talk about the coronavirus on streams.
Oh well, heck, I'm just talking about this school. Yeah, are they monitoring that?
Oh yeah, like apparently their people's channels are being shut down and stuff just from mentioning it, so we shouldn't talk about it.
Oh crap!
It's on the list of sensitive materials, like wars and stuff.
Oh man.
I heard that in Pusa Studios, so honestly, you might want to delete that one message that Solemn just sent because they'll read your messages and do it. It sucks, but
we'll see. Yeah. Hey Trey, does that mean I won't have the kids in the morning? Just trying to find out if I need to get up early or not, because that will determine how much whiskey I drink tonight.
It shouldn't be a big deal unless it becomes like them talking about it a lot. Hopefully.
Yeah, I think it's people trying to give advice and news and stuff about it.
Yeah. Like a lot of people has been using it as clickbait also, just for people to open their videos, which is just ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, that's cool. I'll get up in the morning then. There's Felix. How you doing, Felix?
Hey, Felix. How you doing?
Yeah, every time I catch you on one of those streams, I try to shout you out as much as I can because there's a lot of folks on there I know. Ralph, Scrapping Ralph is the guy that got me started on Pusa and all those kind of streams. I met him on Granny's channel.
That's cool. I still haven't been able to catch one of Granny's in a long time.
She hasn't streamed much lately. She run into a little drama, but I think everything's settling down now.
That's good.
All right. I want to see what you got going on, Felix. There's JC Boo. How you doing? JC, the link is up there. If you're working on anything, you're welcome to come up. Same with all my kids. The invite is out. You don't have to draw. You can sing, tap, dance, whatever you want to do. We are not picky. Kira will be like the Simon Cow. He'll judge you. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. Harshly.
Oh, Kira, my granddaughter Kira likes your drawing.
Oh, that's cool.
She really likes colorful and bright and happy things. And old Pops over here makes her mad with all this old scary stuff I draw all the time.
One day I'm going to do like the more adult oriented animes. Right now I'm just sticking to like teen and under.
Yeah.
Like one day I'll probably end up doing Dead Man Wonderland and Hellsing and, you know, the more gory ones.
Well, Dead Man Wonderland was awesome, man. I hated that it just kind of ended the way it did, like they didn't finish it.
Well, yeah, the problem is they freaking went completely off the actual manga, and the way they did it in the show, there was no way to actually continue on with it. At least that's what I've heard and read. Like there was even a lot of characters in the like in the manga that never even appeared in the show.
No. Oh yeah, I'll go check that out, Felix. All right. What was the not the kid, but what was the that girl, the main character's name in Dead Man Wonderland?
I can't remember.
I thought she was one of the coolest characters.
Yeah, she was very funny. Fooly Cooly was also an amazing show.
Yeah. At least they came back and did some more of that.
Yeah. I think it started with an S.
Then the Crow, he was cool. Now I've never read the manga, I've just seen the anime, so I don't know the whole story.
It's looking good.
Yeah, I was never a fan of online classes either, Trey.
Nowadays, I would rather be online because of the virus. It's too bad.
Well, hopefully it won't be too disruptive. And hey, everybody can get back to normal. Maybe this
One
fall.
day. I heard China is starting to slow down and get control of it. But again, we're not supposed to talk about it. Oops.
Right now, it's kind of like not talking about the weather.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Dennis, I thought I would take a crack at one of my own little characters there from that story I was talking about. See if I could kind of show you guys what I was envisioning. Kira was saying that YouTube's really cracking down on people talking about it. So
Yeah. One guy got 3 videos deleted. Another guy got multiple people got their channels deleted, just gone. Like,
man, what were they out there clickbaiting people with it? You said,
yeah, they were clickbaiting people on it, and they were. Some people was like spreading news about it when it wasn't the correct news. They're just trying to get the handle on it.
"Oh, it's all good, Dennis. Don't you worry about it, man. It will cost me $0 from the $0 I make from YouTube.
Yeah.
No biggie."
Only thing is, you
No, I think
start over
I
again.
think it's folks out there. Yeah, folks out there spreading false information or just trying to, like you said, trying to clickbait people into watching their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like here we have a bunch of fake weathermen that get on Facebook and they want to do their own weather forecast every time we have bad weather here.
Right.
And I don't know how they haven't been cracked down on yet. Well, there's a bee knuckle. Let's get her up here. Bam, bee knuckle.
Hey, Knuckle.
And Michael.
And there's old click magician.
And mozzarella.
And mozzarella. Oh, that's your new crazy cat.
Yeah, she's so cute.
Yes, she is.
See if I can present you up there. Let's see. I am so horrible at this.
Meow meow.
Let's see here. Bam.
Look how cute.
Oh, she still got an eye.
It's ruptured. We're gonna have to get it taken out. But...
Poor girl.
Yeah, she came to the right people though.
Y'all gonna take care of her.
Mm-hmm.
Love her and squeeze her. Were you working on anything there, B Knuckle?
Not at this moment.
Striker says, "Hello, sister," and Mikey boy.
Hello, Arthur. Oh, sorry.
Throw your cat and your dog up there. People love that stuff.
Right.
Put Finley up there too.
No. Finley cannot come inside.
Oh, he bothering the cat.
Yeah, they don't like each other. For your question, Arthur, my allergies to her are terrible, but I still love on her because she's worth it.
Yeah, I remember you had horrible allergies to cats.
Yeah, I
Yep.
break out in hives and I get itchy.
That ain't good.
Nope.
Your mama says hi, B Knuckle.
Hello, mother.
She's like, "Is that B Knuckle? Her baby."
Hey.
Little Marcedale Jr. There's Michael. Michael working on anything cool?
No.
Oh man. Just take something in your house and start painting it or something.
I'm still doing Edward Elric.
Nice.
Dennis says, "Sup, y'all." Terraverse is Dennis Freeman, B Knuckle. He's my buddy from Clarksville. He's a writer. He writes horror stories.
Oh. Is he working on a book or does he just do little stories?
He's got a couple of things published already, as a matter of fact.
What?
Yeah, he's big time.
Nice.
No, he's a cool guy, cool stories. We think a lot alike when it comes to creepy horror stuff. And he's actually got one of my paintings hanging up in his office. So he was one of the original American Ojisan fans. So I hooked him up. He supported me from the time I started all this craziness.
Dang. Yeah.
Well, get that clay out, Michael. Just start making something.
I hear that purring.
Hear your cat purring.
She purrs super loud.
Some cats do that.
Dennis was supporting me even back when my artwork was pretty poor looking. I just made it creepy enough that he liked it.
Poor looking, whatever, Dad. You always draw really good.
Oh no, you go back about a year and a half or 2 years ago on my DeviantArt account. It's not like this. I guess it's because I was drawing everything with the mouse, but
I showed him my stuff from 2014. Looked like a 5-year-old to it.
just takes practice.
I need to go find my old drawings and show you guys.
I think I've still got some of your old stuff around here somewhere. B-Knuckle got really into that chibi stuff, right? Back when you were a teenager.
Yeah, I had all the Akatsuki from Naruto drawn as chibi sleeping on clouds around my bed.
That's awesome.
Akatsuki, yeah, I can never think of what those things are called. Those guys.
The Akatsuki.
Remember that first con I took you to, and those guys had the cloaks on, and you guys were freaking out over it.
Mm-hmm. And then I eventually got one, and then someone who I will not name put it on and like ripped it.
That ain't good.
And I used to have an Invader Zim jacket that looked like Gur, like the hood. I actually still have it. I don't know where it is right now, but the hood's like Gur. And Dad put it on one time, and oh my gosh,
Really?
I don't think we could get it off him.
I love Invaders.
Yeah, it was pretty tight.
Invaders M is awesome.
I
Did
know.
you see the
Trey? All good artists are self-deprecating. Trey.
You can never be good enough.
Did you see the movie they put on Netflix?
Yes, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of afraid to watch it at first. I was like, oh gosh. But it was pretty good.
Yep.
Somewhere around here, I don't know if Stryker took them with him or not, but we got the old original Invader Zim comic books, and then the comic books that guy did before. I don't remember what they were called. So he was doing comics before he did Invader Zim.
That's awesome.
Arthur, I'm very proud of you because my Dia is very important to me. I love Theodora. Okay, I'm getting a hug.
It's Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. I remember what it was called now.
Oh yeah, that sounds familiar.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's the Invader Zim guy did those. Can't remember if we found those when we were cleaning that comic book store out or not. Oh, the missing right here. Yes. Yep. Yeah, I knew Striker would have those. Not leaving those laying around.
How are some folks showing up in blue?
I'm not sure.
Don't some of those people have wrenches beside them? Do you have your, do you assign people
Oh yeah,
who have
I
wrenches?
see. Matter of fact, I need to Night Terrorverse if I can. Well, I don't think I can do it. Yeah, you do have one. Yep. Yeah, if you're blue and you have a wrench next to your name, that means you're a moderator. That means that you are charged with watching my back and making sure there ain't no trolls in here.
Yeah.
That means you can delete comments, you can time people out, you can kick them out of here if you want to. You have the power, just like He-Man. And if you don't have a wrench, let me know, and I'll hook you up with one. The more moderators you have, the better off you are. It's more eyes on the chat.
It's true.
And honestly, if a troll does ever pop up in here, all I want everybody to do is just ignore them and delete their messages. Don't engage with them. Just send them on their way.
I don't even know what a troll is, to be honest. Like, as far as YouTube.
Well, yeah, that's kind of I don't want to talk about a bunch of stuff, but that's kind of what happened with Granny's stuff. It started with a bunch of trolls, and then it just got out of hand. So
I see.
I'm back.
And that's about all I'll say about that.
All right.
Are you back, B Knuckle? You got something to work on?
Yeah, I just got some paper and some pencils and markers. I'm just gonna draw stuff.
Well, heck yeah. Let me know when you're ready. I'll put you up on the highlight board. You don't have a wrench, Felix? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let's see. I got to do it on the YouTube side. Give me just a second. I got to pull it up on YouTube. Which also means I'll have to mute my YouTube. Give me just a second. Hold on a second. Hold on. I have to turn it down once it comes up, because then it will be echoing.
Echo, echo.
It is so slow out here. We're supposed to be getting 1 gig internet next year, and I cannot wait.
That'll be awesome.
Dang.
Okay. Now I can see everybody. Let me see here. Felix. Let me bring you up. You are now Knighted to moderator. Terrorverse, you are now knighted to moderator. Let's see who else is in here. Everybody else has got one. Solemn. Let me find you. I thought I already had you one. Nope. Trey, you are now knighted as a moderator in the kingdom of Ojisan draws. All right. Shut that down. Let's see what. That's coming along nice, man.
Thank you. After the hair, I can actually start doing the effects of his transmutation circles.
Oh, that's gonna be cool. See, I like how you actually plan everything out.
Mm-hmm.
If I was just a little bit more patient and professional, I could do that. I've been doing these, you've probably seen it on there where I actually am just challenging myself to finish a painting in like 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, I've seen some of those.
Some of that stuff's actually coming out pretty good. And I seem to kind of do my best stuff that way for some reason. It's almost like the more I try to plan it out, the harder it gets for me. That's right. I don't. Oh no, Felix! I would have given you a wrench if I had known you didn't have a wrench. You'd have been top of my list.
I haven't drawn in so long.
Just gotta get back swing thing.
I draw every single day.
I used to draw like nonstop, constantly drawing, but I don't know. I just kind of stopped.
You got burnt out.
Yeah. So here's my sketch of Deodara. Since Arthur
Here,
was talking about it on the screen.
see if I can figure out how to get you up here.
It's a little chibi. It's not finished, so don't judge him.
I can kind of see it.
Yeah, I
Hold
need
on,
to
let me
like.
see if I can present you.
Okay.
There you are.
Look how small and cute.
Yeah, nice. Wow.
Is that the guy with the weird mask?
No, he's his partner. He's the one who has mouths in his hands.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Who
was the guy that had the little swirl mask with one eye?
Toby.
Toby, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm trying to get better with these little things here. Let's see. And then if I do, bam. Oh, yeah, that's how you do it.
Thanks, Arthur. I made him
And
just
if I
for
do
you.
this. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm getting all professional with this now. And here I am. Ah!
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see here. Well, Dennis, you just got to get after it, man. Let's see here. You just got to get down to business sometimes. Like I said, I didn't even have any software. I was using the oh, I can't remember what's called, the Deviant Art, Muro. Their little built-in software is actually what I started all this on.
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, they have a built-in software on their site. It's called DeviantArt Muro, and it's pretty cool. And you can actually hook your tablets and all that stuff to it.
Huh. When I started out, I used Paint Tool Sci, which that's a free software. Yeah, that's kind of like Krita, I think.
I was stealing Arthur Stryker there. I was stealing his sketchbook when he came home from college. So. Now I remember this guy, Taro Porthen, not Terraverse, but this guy was Taro Porthen, and he's actually a pretty famous artist from Sweden. He actually started following my stuff and got me all encouraged to join his group, the Deviant Art Morgue, and then all my dark stuff took off from there. Hey, Kuntz, what's up, man? Just another Ojisan. We're just hanging out drawing. I'm going to turn it over to my friends for just a second, and I'll be right back.
Hey, Kuntz, how you doing? Need to tell him to maybe mute his mic next time.
I've been hoping to get the Loon up here sometime so he can do some of his crazy stuff. That dude's channel looks legit now. It looks pro level. And he's just getting started. All right, I'll turn my camera back on. There is a way in OBS that we can set this up so that we can all be drawing at once, but I don't think you can draw and have your camera on. But either way would be cool.
Yeah.
Dennis, you know what would be cool is if you wrote some dark poetry and then came up here and recited it. Maybe get you some mood lights and stuff like that going. One of your nursery rhymes. Now, I tried one time to help Dennis out with one of his books, and it was kind of a cartoon version of some horror characters. But my problem was I just couldn't keep it cartoony enough. So if anybody would be able to help him out with that, I'm sure.
Like I said, maybe one day I could. I don't know. Let's see.
It's kind of like if I go dark, I go way dark. It's hard for me to kind of draw the line and stop. I had some cool concept art, but I'm also working with the Todd Allen Fisher. He's been on here a couple times. Yeah, that'd be cool, Dennis. You could come up right now if you want to recite one of your poems or something. Todd Allen Fisher, the Joker of Fort Smith. There, I've been off and on helping him out with a project, but my problem is my imagination just gets to wandering into other things. And it's a really cool project, and he's really passionate about it. So that's kind of almost what holds me back. Is I don't want to mess with his vision. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Is a challenge. There is a Bethany Gent. Is that your buddy there, Pixel Master?
Yep.
Hey, Bethany, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Bethany.
Appreciate you checking out the channel, coming by, hanging out with us. I'm just drawing some of my old normal creepy stuff. Kira is working on this right here.
Good old Ed.
Yep. Working on the hair at the moment.
Yeah. Oh,
Trying to
well,
make
thank you, Bethany.
Trying to make the hair look good.
I love to have just all kinds of different art on here too. We all have such different styles, and I think that's a cool thing. Some of the art streams I go on, it's like four guys, but they're kind of doing the same thing. I like it when it's all weird, different stuff. I almost did a Bob Ross. Kind of glad I didn't.
Dude, one day I want to do a Bob Ross thing with you. Like, we can do mediums, and then we can, like, at the end of the stream, show people, like, what ours look like.
Do like a Bob Ross follow along type deal.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people trying to do Bob Ross follow alongs like audio only.
Yeah.
That would be fun. That way you're just guessing what he's using.
Yeah. That would be fun.
I've really been seriously considering getting some oil paints and getting into actual traditional oil painting.
Good.
So over this spring break, I may do that.
That'll be good.
I've done a lot of acrylic stuff, and I got into the pours, and I started doing acrylic painting beyond just doing pours. But I think oil painting would be good for me. Teach me some patience.
Probably. It does take a whole lot of patience to do that.
Yeah.
Even watercolor is a test of patience sometimes.
Yeah, Dennis, I've kind of been doing that on some of my streams. I just, when somebody throws me out an idea, that's where that real life speed paint thing comes from. Like the other night, Kuntz threw out the creepy clown thing. So I did Kuntz the clown in about 20 minutes. And 20 minutes was my goal. And I think I barely made it. But I start and finished the whole thing in 20 minutes. almost like Pictionary, maybe.
Okay, I finished my Deodara.
Bethany
Let me get you
loves
up there.
that character.
Look how cute he is.
Bethany loves
There
that
you go. See, look, you still got it, B Knuckle.
No, he is so small.
First
good
time digital drawing platforms. Let's see. You mean platforms or software? I'm sure you already have your software picked out. But I started on Twitch. I had a YouTube channel, but I started doing art on Twitch. And I quickly fell out of love with Twitch because it's just like nobody shows up. It's so hard to get noticed unless I'm like, if I was doing body paint or something like that.
That's right.
Twitch is a weird platform. But I would definitely recommend YouTube, and we're just trying to build a little art community here. So
She
you're more than
says
welcome to join it.
She's saying
Software. So I'm a sketchbook guy, and Kira uses it's Photoshop, and then what's this one you're using? I forget.
Well, this one is Krita. I don't use Photoshop any.
Yeah.
I use Procreate and I use Krita. Procreate's on the iPad, Krita is on the computer.
And then mine is like I said, Autodesk Sketchbook, and it really depends on what you're going to do. If you're going to try to really manipulate things and move things around, then probably Photoshop would be better for you. But if you're just purely drawing and painting, then I think Sketchbook is
Sketchbook is definitely a good thing to start with. I used to use that before I went to Procreate.
it's very forgiving too. The brushes in Sketchbook work really well too. Like these are oil brushes. They're supposed to simulate oil brush, and they do a really good job.
Also, when you're starting out, there's a free software called Paint Tool Sci, where you literally create your own brushes just right there in the software.
Yeah.
That's when the one I really started with. That was like 10 years ago.
Yeah. And Bethany, the difference between the free version of Sketchbook and the paid version are all these little tools that I can use on the top for perspective and lines and all that stuff. My OC, this is my Terminator / vampire. We still haven't come up with a name for it. But these are some cybernetic guys in some kind of post-apocalyptic era. Kind of vampires because they have to steal genetic material by biting people like vampires. But I don't have a good name for them. At least one that doesn't sound just super corny. D&D characters. Yeah.
I love playing D&D.
Yeah, all the kids really got into D&D. I was into D&D back in like 84, 85. Really got into it for a while. You're talking like edition 1 type stuff. My mom actually found my whole little setup in the garage one time and made me take it all down because she thought it was some kind of devil worshiping deal.
That's right. They had a lot of crap like that about Magic the Gathering too, the card game. Like, really? It's a card. Just it's a piece of paper.
Yeah. Oh, it's always something.
It's looking pretty good.
Let me see. A mage, a perfect charisma. All right. My character was a half elf, half human assassin. His name was Talon, and I had him way the hell up there. Our rules when we played were like if your character died, like he was dead, you had to burn your sheet and everything. He was the only guy that made it out of that whole ordeal. Somewhere I've still got his character sheet. Then when the kids started playing D&D, I saw how much different it is today. It almost seems a lot more complicated today. Charisma. My character had like super low charisma. That was not his deal. Finish the Bard. Yes, I've done a nice drawing and finished the Bard before. See, this is what this is all about. Everybody getting together, talking about all our weird creative stuff together. This is what I'm trying to build. Oh, Solemn, if he's still in here, I think he really got into being a DM.
He said he had to go to sleep because the kids were going to sleep.
Oh, okay. Thrall. Half elf also, yeah. Half elf, man. It's the way to go.
I always use the
My
widow.
dude was a pretty epic assassin. I would actually, because my buddies were we were all so kind of evil and bad out in California. They would give me gold in the game to assassinate the other members of our party. But I had by far the highest level of anyone, so nobody could really take me on. But that's how I made all my gold. That was I would assassinate members of our own little party.
Wow.
And then, like one of the last times we played, they all turned on me and they all tried to get me, but I made it out of there. I killed 2 of them and I got away. And that was the end of the D&D days for us. But his name was Talon, and that's kind of where the Hog Talon character came from. That was my Xbox Live name, Hog Talon. But yeah, he was a bastard for sure. He was a straight up killer, man.
Oh, Mama.
All right, my little cyber pyre or whatever we want to call him here. He's coming along. We're getting there.
Looks awesome.
Yeah, it does. Looks cool.
Thank you, guys.
Hair is by far one of the most annoying things to do. Takes the longest, depending on like how you're doing it anyway.
Hair and hands, man. If it wasn't for hair and hands, the human body would be so damn easy to draw.
Yeah.
I still struggle with hands. That's why most of the time, even like with this one, you'll see like I've got his hands off screen.
Right.
That is on purpose. I will not deny it. Usually, if I go to draw hands, it's off, and then I'll spend like 50 times, and I'll get it down right, and then I'll bring it back on screen.
Can't find what layer this is on.
Look at this little hand.
Well, there's
drew.
a granny. Look
There
at
it
old granny. Let me get you up there. Hold on a second. Yeah, see, Brittany's always been good with hands. Show that again.
Look at that small little hand.
That works. It works.
See that little hand right there would take me like 5 hours to draw that hand. I'd probably have a whole erase through the board and everything.
Yeah, matching eyes is annoying also.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bethany, that's why I stick with, I do a whole lot of, if I'm doing a portrait or a face, I stick with the symmetry. Then I don't have to worry about one eye being perfect or not. So kawaii. She said, so kawaii, Brittany.
So kawaii.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
is B Knuckle Granny. That's probably the first time you've actually ever seen her, but that is the legendary B Knuckle.
Hi, Granny.
Hi, Granny. How you doing?
That is my weird middle child.
Hey. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Kuntz said you drew a good hand, B Knuckle.
Thanks, Kuntz.
I bet a lot of people wonder where the B Knuckle nickname came from, don't you, Brittany?
Well, to be honest, I'm kind of an asshole.
Oh, B Knuckle.
I think I get it from my mom. Look at
Yeah.
her. She's just chilling.
Looks like that is your cat. Yeah.
I think that's good enough for the hair. I'm done.
Oh, let me get you.
Show
See
me
what
the
you're
hair.
doing. Oh, yeah. That's nice.
Perfect.
Thank you. There goes ad revenue.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All the zeros of dollars that pour in are gone now.
I don't know if I'm funny or not. I guess you'd have to ask my husband.
Yeah, Brittany's always been funny. Bethany says, B Knuckle, you are so good at drawing chibis. And there is nothing wrong with being an asshole as long as it's a funny asshole. Well, yeah, most of the time she was funny. We went through a little teen angsty period, but we're over that now.
Oh gosh, don't remind me, Dad.
Oh man.
Please.
Well, that's good, Granny. I've got my mouth right up on this microphone. That's probably why you can hear me good. No, me and
That's
B
good.
Knuckle have been through a lot together. We're pretty tight.
Oh yeah.
My mic
Yeah.
is right here, like
Oh,
right beside my webcam.
What is it, Michael? You can move that stuff.
me and Stryker been through a lot of stuff together. And of course, Jessica is just like a little mini me. Always kind of made all my kids as special as I can make them.
Huh. I probably was the most expensive one.
Let's see.
All the trips to the hospital.
The 2 dislocated shoulders, the thumb getting bit off, the
What?
Did I say?
yeah, she had the tip of her thumb bit off by a horse. Believe
Ow!
that? Yeah.
Did she punch the horse afterwards?
No.
I did bury the horse, but the horse did not die at my hands. I will put it that way.
Oh, okay.
Now, some folks bought the horse, and then they ended up like I can't remember. It had a heart attack or something, and I actually brought it back and put it down out here, and I had to bury it and dig the hole with the tractor and all that stuff. But I hated that horse, so it was actually I was more than willing to do that part of it.
Right.
Then see, Jessica almost ripped her nose off on a bicycle wreck. Then she broke her arm walking through the front door. I think you, by far, have had the most trips to the hospital there, B Knuckle.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of almost ripped my nose off, but it was like not my nose; it was my entire face.
Oh man, how'd that happen?
I was being stupid, playing laser tag, running and shooting backwards without looking.
Oh man,
I ran smack into a tree.
Oh God.
Yeah, my entire face was like bloody.
well, out here on this road we've lived on forever, Jessica and B Knuckle were riding their brand new bicycles, and kind of were racing each other. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I was in the Air Force at the time, and I got the call from the hospital, and they had a wreck, and Jessica went face first over her handlebars and ripped her nose straight up, and she still got a big scar right underneath her nose.
Ow. Ow.
Cook says, B Knuckle, you were the first person I've met that has lost a digit to a horse.
What can I say? I'm talented.
Well, it's just the end of it, and luckily there was enough of her thumbnail left that it kind of grew back.
That's good.
Okay, I will say Arthur one time, when he was very small, I whacked him in the face with a water sprinkler outside. It was like an old metal one, and it cracked his forehead open. And then a couple weeks later, he also headbutted a tack, like a wall tack, and it got stuck in his forehead. And my older sister had to pry it out of his forehead, and he had a scar on his forehead for so long.
Yeah, they hid all this stuff from us until years later.
Right. I used to have a scar right here under my lip because I bit clean through it once.
Ow.
Yeah, I was jumping off the swing set, and my knee came up, hit me right in the chin, and my lip was in my mouth. So it chomped right on my lip.
Ow.
And what's funny is I was maybe, 8, and I walked up to the teacher, and there was this blood gushing out of my mouth, and I was like, I'm bleeding. I wasn't even crying at all or yelling or screaming. I was like, I'm bleeding. And she was like, oh my God. Start panicking.
I don't think I ever really cried whenever I went through all my traumatic episodes.
No, just unless they gave you Tylenol.
Oh, God.
She's severely allergic to acetaminophen, so every time they try to give her Tylenol, she would just spew all over the place.
Oh, boy. That ain't good.
No.
The good old days, huh?
Oh, the puke in people's trucks, man.
Yeah, your Uncle Jerry. I don't know if he's over it yet.
That's what he gets, man.
Having them stupid horses.
I don't even remember how old I was, like 8 or 9.
Yeah. My brother was raising thoroughbred horses, and they're kind of crazy anyway. And one of them just had a colt, and B-Knuckle just happened to be standing in the wrong place at the wrong time. And that horse just kind of went back to nip at her and ended up just taking her thumb clean off the tip of it anyway.
Jeez. It's crazy.
And I didn't even really know it happened until my older sister was like, hey, you're bleeding. And then like blood like was squirting out and it got all over her brand new shoes and she yelled at me.
Yes, that is what matters right now.
Oh man. Bethany Gent says acetaminophen makes her go into some kind of a shock. Anaphylactic shock.
Yeah.
Oh man. It just makes B-Knuckle throw up all over the place.
Like for
That's
hours.
cool, Granny. You just lurk away. All right. Let me see here. Let me bring up my filtered version of this.
It's funny.
Bam. All right. Starting to get somewhere now. Yeah, Cheska was not happy. It's kind of like I always one of the other sisters had to tell me when something happened to Brittany there, B-Knuckle. I remember when you fell and dislocated your shoulder.
I almost drowned in a puddle of mud. It was so sad.
It took Striker like 15 minutes. He just kind of come in the house and was kind of wandering around, got a cookie.
It was Memo. Yeah. What happened was I was laying in the mud puddle about to drown because I could not get up. And I was like, Arthur, go get Grandma, go get Memo. Her house is a little closer. So he ran over to her house. And then Memo came outside and looked at me for a minute as I was like trying to hold my head up. I was kind of getting a cramp in my neck. I was like, please help me. And then she's like, let me just go call your dad. And she could have walked. She could have walked closer than it was for her to go call dad.
Wow.
Man.
She didn't know how to deal with the situation.
Sure.
Well, I will say it was pretty bad. When I got out there, B-Knuckle's shoulder blade was about halfway down her body.
Oh, wow. That ain't good.
And that was just the first time she did it. The second time was even worse.
Thankfully, I've never...
Yeah, Bethany, they would get into a lot of crap while I wasn't home. And then I wouldn't learn about it for years later.
Puppies.
You hear Mrs. Ojisan?
Yeah.
AKA your mama.
Your mama.
Your mama.
Okay, here's my Toby.
All right, hold on, let me get you up there. Keep it there.
Okay, I'm holding it.
Toby.
Awesome. That That looks awesome.
See, your chibi stuff would go crazy on here if you just sit and drew chibi. All right, let's see where Kira's at. Bam.
I'm actually going to have to stop for a minute and actually find a brush for this.
Oh man.
Because I need a light brush, like to make them glow, you know. I know how to do it in Procreate, but I've never done it on this. So this probably will take a while.
I know sometimes when I'm doing these and I tell people looking for a brush, they probably think I'm crazy, but sometimes it's hard to find a brush.
Oh yeah. Or I have to create my own brush.
Oh, thank you, Bethany. Thanks, Arthur.
Like I said, me and B Knuckle are pretty good, but Arthur Stryker there is kind of the superstar of the family when it comes to artwork. This is Ojisan's got in my mouth.
This might work.
That was a little concerning, Dad.
Yeah, she snuck up on me. I let my guard down. That's what you get when you marry a sneaky Filipina. So mine's turning out a lot more colorful than I intended, but I kind of dig it.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yes, we can be best friends, Bethany. I'm open. I'm open for friends.
Bethany, what kind of art do you do? I barely got to look at your channel today. I've been working all day, so I haven't really got to look at it. But what kind of artwork do you do?
Oh, sorry.
Who?
Your mama's crazy, B Knuckle.
No
Oh,
problem.
thank you, Bethany. He comes busting in here. Who are you talking to? It's like, well, who the hell do you think I'm talking to? I got a live stream going.
Ooh, I like those colors.
She's gonna
Dad.
come back and give me the skunk eye. Too much. Need to get old Stryker up here sometime.
No, he would make us look like scum of the earth with his drawings. He'll be like, psh, chibis, blah. What's Mom griping about?
I bought mac and cheese, and I did not tell her that I bought mac and cheese.
How dare you?
She's like,
Dad?
I could have had that for dinner. Oh man. Anime style photos and OCs and chibis. Do some nudes too. All right. Pokemon. I did a few creepy Pokemon out there on my DeviantArt channel. I did a cloister, crap. What did I do, Brittany?
A death school?
Yeah, cloister, Death Skull, and I did one more. What was the other one?
You should draw a creepy Mr. Mime.
Yeah, I did. Mr. Mime, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm about through messing with this guy for now. Let's see here, saving. See if I can bring up my cloister. Show Bethany my cloister here. I have to find it. God knows where I've got it on this computer.
I'm still just trying to find a way to do this.
Do you want to draw anything?
I have literally done over, it's like 930 something deviations on DeviantArt and 330 something videos on YouTube in the last 3 months or so. So I've got stuff everywhere. My poor laptop's going to crash eventually.
Ouch.
Michael going to draw?
No.
No. Negatory?
Yeah. Let me get you some views. Look at my long cat.
Here, hold on a second.
Look how long my cat is.
You stretching your cat?
Yeah. She just wants to sleep though.
Really aggravating, and I can't find all this stuff. I know I just named it Cloister.
I don't know why. I'm just saying.
What are you gonna say?
About the drawing.
Oh.
I think it's because
If you want to talk, for a little bit. Okay. Michael's gonna take over.
I don't know about that.
Heck yeah. Hey, give Michael that paper and everything. We'll have him draw something real quick.
I can try.
Try what?
Yeah, let's see it.
He wants me to draw something real quick?
Show me what you got.
Hold on.
It's all right there. You want to switch these spots?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here, I'll get that whole tray thing for you.
Our setup isn't the best. I don't really know what to draw.
Just whatever, man.
Just
Well,
whatever.
thank you, Bethany. Mrs. Ojisan is beating the crap out of something in the kitchen in there. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I should go check on her or not.
She just hit Dobby with a walk.
She'll probably be offended if I check on her. Then I'll come back in trouble.
It sucks, but I think I might have to do the rest of this picture on Procreate. I can't see any way of doing it. Because Procreate actually has a light brush. It's like you draw it and it emits light. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This has
Kinda
nothing.
like my highlighter brush I use a lot on here.
Yeah, this has nothing like that, at least that I see at the moment.
Let's see. I'm trying to find this stinking cloister picture. Of all the Pokemon pictures I did, that's my favorite.
it got toasty hot fast outside.
Yeah. It was almost 80 today.
Yeah.
It's just
I'm
too
not
damn hot.
Not ready for the summer.
I'm gonna have to start mowing. Oh, there it is. Let me see if I can just download it.
I'm probably gonna do a thumbnail, like work on my next video's thumbnail.
Oh yeah. All right, give me just a second here. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place here. I'll get back to being a professional host. Bethany says she loves this stream. Well, that's cool. All right, let's see here. Here it is. There's my version of Cloister, Bethany. I did that. Put that out there a while back. I did a whole series of creepy Pokemon, and Cloister was top of my list of creepy Pokemon. So I don't know, something about it always bothered me. What you draw, Michael?
I honestly don't know. I wasn't expecting to be on stream, so
No.
it's just some shapes right now.
Heck yeah.
I'm just
Cool.
gonna go with it. Yeah. The Sharpies. Not
Yeah, I always thought there was something hiding down in that shell there.
College, Dad.
$77 in your apartment? Man, you got to turn that AC on there, Striker.
That's really hot. I would
like
probably die.
10 degrees.
Me and Mrs. Ojisan been fighting over the AC. She likes it to be like 85 in the house.
It's like that's what ours is right now.
79 and a half.
79. It feels like 85.
Kara Bethany wants to know when your Deodora video will be up.
Probably not this week, but next week. At some point. I think I'm lowering down to one video a week.
You know, I said that once, and then I started posting like 8 or 9 videos a week.
You do a lot more live streaming than I do, though.
Yeah.
But yes, it'd be my next time lapse video.
I'm having trouble uploading, or I'd have like 5 more videos uploaded by now. It seems like every time I upload, it takes like a day to upload a 20-minute video. May just be my internet, though.
Probably, yeah, probably the internet.
Let's look at the top of Michael's head.
Balding.
No.
Not yet.
Here's the painting I found that I did a while ago, and all in acrylic.
I don't know
That's
if you can
awesome. That's really good.
That's really good.
Yeah, it
Especially
is
for
really
acrylics, too. Yeah.
Hey,
Acrylics are kind of a bitch to do those things with.
Yeah. I suck with acrylic.
I'm gonna get on to something.
Okay.
You guys will get a
Bethany wants a close up on you, Kira. There you are.
hi.
Kuntz says you should upload at least once a week, and I trust Kuntz because that dude went from like 500 subs to like 3,500 subs in about 2
Yeah.
months.
That's what I do. I make sure to do once a week at least. Because right now I'm actually trying to learn how to do animating. Because one day I want to do animating and then possibly animate on my own character, like to say hi to people and stuff. I've seen a couple other channels do it.
I think sometimes I think maybe I upload too much, but then again, I don't really care. I'm just having fun with it.
Right.
So Bethany, in case you miss it, I also do stuff like this. I find little creepy figurines in thrift stores and paint them up. And I kind of found out this was a collector's item, and it was worth like $25 before I painted it. It's probably worth $0 now.
Oops.
I feel like it.
But it was a happy little pink and yellow clown with bunnies in his pants, and now he's a creepy clown with all kinds of secrets in his pants.
He was creepy before, and he's creepier now.
Yep.
And I also do some sculpting. I did this zombie head and this here brain. Did these on live streams. Well, actually, I didn't do the brain on the live stream. I recorded a video of me making this brain, and then I lost like half the video, so it was really frustrating. But I actually paint these fresh out of the oven. You can see like the steam coming off the paint when I paint them. I use Sculpty clay for that stuff. So we kind of do a little bit of everything on here.
Now it's worth
125, sure. If you got that 125, I'll give it up, man, right now.
shit.
Well, thank you. Really depends on how much of this I drank or how good I sculpt.
Yeah, you guys see me editing my next thumbnail. That's my next picture.
You make them like 16 by 9 and all that stuff before you start?
My thumbnails, I have 1280 by 720.
Okay. I think that is 16 by 9. That's
Yeah.
16 by 9 ratio. I always have to go by inches instead of pixels. I can never get it right.
Yeah, it was like trouble for me making a profile picture. I don't get that stuff.
The banners are the worst because you'll spend all this time making a banner and you'll use the size they tell you, and then when you go to upload it, like on the mobile side, it's only like that much of your picture. You know, it's this big, and you have to plan all that out on how it's going to look.
Yeah, pain in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
I got an interesting idea for a banner. It probably should work.
What you doing?
For my banner?
Yeah.
Nice. Is that a narwhal? It looked like a narwhal.
I don't really know what I'm doing.
That's cool. It kind of looks like a little Tim Burton thing going on there, Michael.
Yeah, I like started doing a lacy thing, and I was like, that guy looks like teeth. So I'm just running with it.
I remember that narwhal.
Space.
But yeah, I was thinking of drawing my character I was talking about, like in the middle of the banner, then have the name under him, Pixel Master Kira, and then just having a bunch of like pixels coming off of the drawing pad, and then as they get further away, they get bigger, and it's my drawings going off to the sides.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
That's gonna take a while though.
That last picture I took for my my profile pic, Mrs. Ojisan helped me with that, and she absolutely thought I was out of my mind. But I thought it came out cool, so
That's all that matters.
that's yeah. Oh, let's see here. I can't see the chat or anything right now. I'm throwing some more filters on my picture here. So
What do you guys think of that thumbnail?
let me
Oh,
get back
yeah,
to
that's
it.
pretty cool.
Pretty cool, man. Pro looking. I struggle with thumbnails sometimes. I really don't know. I try to make them look interesting, but what's interesting to me is sometimes not interesting to everybody in the world. So let's see here. Sharpen it back up.
Thanks, Bethany. Thanks, guys. Originally, this guy Genos, he's from One Punch Man. Originally, I think his element is fire, but I just decided to do it lightning for some reason.
You know, I've never watched One Punch Man. Is it pretty good?
I didn't watch much of it, honestly. It's just popular.
I watched like 2 episodes, the first 2, and it's pretty good. I don't know why I didn't watch more, but
My favorite part of the picture is the eyes. I did really good on the eyes. Did you guys see the eyes?
Hold on one second. I did not because I was screwing around with my thing here. Give me just a second.
yeah, I was too busy looking at the lightning.
That's okay.
See if I can get this to open up here, right?
The thing.
Well, crap.
Oh yeah. Don't worry about it. Or open the door.
Yeah, Saitama is goofy. And the people who keep throwing up arguments about Saitama being able to beat Goku and the childish arguments that come from that, it kind of turned me off from One Punch Man.
No, that's the fun of it. That's back in the old Marvel comic days, and Stan Lee had the secret to that. He said, "You never tell who would win the fight because that keeps people coming back. You always leave it open ended."
Yeah.
Well, cliffhanger.
It's just there's been like heated arguments on Facebook and other videos about it. It's stupid.
It'd be Goku versus Superman or Superman versus the Hulk.
Yeah. Before One Punch Man, it was Goku versus Superman. Stan Lee is a legend that he is.
Stan Lee will always be my hero. I was very devastated when Stan Lee died.
I wasn't really big into like stuff like that until me and Bernie started talking. I don't know why I never did.
All right, so there's my final version of my little cybernetic vampire dude.
Just have him in the corner.
What you got going on there? What was that, Michael?
It's a Bob Ross pen Mom got for
Ooh. Ooh.
little Bob.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow.
All right, let me get
Our
Kira's.
proudest
Oh, yeah.
possession.
Those eyes are cool, man.
Yeah, what do you guys think about the eyes?
Oh yeah,
That's
I like
cool.
those.
So a lot of detail in there.
Yeah. That's the light pen that I was talking about. Like I used a light pen in there and I used it for all the lightning around it. You see like
Yeah, I really
these lights coming off there and the glowing. I can't do that on Krita. I don't know how.
Yeah, in Sketchbook, it's a highlighter brush that does all that. So I'm not sure what it would be called. I've never played with Krita. Maybe I need to download it and play with it.
I might be able to find a brush somewhere like online downloadable. Thank you, Arthur. Striker is Arthur, right? I got that right.
Yep.
Okay.
So you know who Lieutenant Colonel or Lieutenant Curtis Stryker is, right? That's the character from Mortal Kombat. That Stryker was his favorite character in Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna start editing a video now.
All right. Well, guys, we've about hit a record here. It's almost a 2-hour stream for me. We'll hang out for another 8 minutes and break the record. Let's see what you got going on there, Michael.
Nice. That looks cool.
I like the teeth.
Uh,
Those are teeth,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I was gonna do in like a lace, and then it looked like teeth to me, so I just stuck with that.
Actually, don't you remember, Ojisan? Our second one was like 2.5 hours long.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah. Probably a little bit too much McCormick's, probably.
One of those knots.
That was when I was working on the Sword Art Online one.
Ah. So the funny thing is, both my son-in-laws are McCormick's, and also my favorite whiskey is McCormick's. So I don't know if there's a correlation there or not.
Ours is the Spice family.
Oh, is it? You guys are the Spices?
No. I wish.
Striker and Cabal. What about Scorpion Striker? Hey, Michael, Bethany's wanting B-Knuckle to show that Deodara again.
Can you show your Deodara again?
Cute.
Oh, yeah, I remember who Deodara was now.
I don't know if that's long enough for a screenshot.
Show off cute little hairs.
Oh, did I? I don't know. I can't see.
See, B-Knuckle, if you got on DeviantArt and started that right there, people would be paying you all kinds of money for commissions for those things.
True. A lot of people are in the chibis. A lot of people.
Yeah.
That's what I try to tell her.
Yeah, B-Knuckle doesn't have anything on her channel yet. She just made it so she could hang out with us, but she needs to start making a channel. Sometime I'll get Striker, aka Arthur, up here and show you some of his stuff too. And then my oldest daughter Jessica, if she's ever off when I'm doing one of these streams, she does some awesome artwork too. She's out there on DeviantArt as well, and her username is Sacred Pugsley.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah.
That's an interesting name.
Well, she loves pugs. We had an old pug named Donut. That was absolutely her favorite dog ever. Stinky Donut. He was a nice old dog, but man, he stunk.
You're making,
I know he did.
We rescued Donut from a rescue, and he was in pretty bad shape when we found him.
you're
We
making,
went to this place, and it was literally just a house full of dogs. And I told the girls when we got there, I said, the first pug that runs up to us, I'm just going to take him. And Donut ran right up to us. And so I just snatched him up and we took off.
you make me want to watch Red versus Blue again.
Yeah. So we've had a Donut, a Church, a Tucker, a Caboose. I guess the next dog I get, I'll name it Sarge.
Arthur can smell Donut's spirit right now.
Donut had a very unique smell. He was the sweetest old dog and the nicest dog ever, but man, he just stunk, and he had a real bad case of kennel cough, and he could never get over the kennel cough, and I ended up, I think that's what did him in, but he was super old when he died. Jessica actually took him with her when she moved out, and the night he died was just pretty devastating to her. I remember her calling me. It was pretty bad. Dog named Saki. Saki? Is that right? All right. We got Mr. Nut, Mr. Donut buried out there underneath our dog tree. There's probably, I don't know, how many dogs you think are out there, B-Knuckle? Probably 6 or 7 at least, and under that tree.
Mr. Dog Nuts.
Yeah.
Saki.
Remember Benjamin Franklin?
Toby.
Yeah, Toby. Oh man, that was horrible too. That was another dog we got from a rescue, and he was named after the Naruto character Toby, little weenie dog. But he ended up dying like the second day we had him home. That was the same rescue we got Donut from, so it was kind of a bad place.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard the story about Benji though.
Benji is the perfect mix of a pug and a chihuahua.
Yeah. Benji, we named him Benjamin, but I nicknamed him Benjamin Franklin. Yeah, he was kind of a butthole, but he was a half pug, half chihuahua. And he actually crawled under our house and bit into one of the electric wires, and that's where I found him. So he's always known for that.
Oh, that's not very smart.
Yeah. He was a stubborn dog. Yeah, don't get Stryker to thinking about Toby. That was Stryker's dog.
Oh, yeah.
It was bad. That was one of the saddest ones, I think. Donut was really sad. Toby was sad. Buki was really sad. Angus was probably the saddest, but we never found him.
Fluffy was sad because I got sick.
Yeah. In case you're wondering, let's see here. That's Angus right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was the dog, wasn't it? B-Knuckle. I'm not going to do the Angus voice because I'll probably get all choked up and stuff.
I love Eggie.
Black fur, white paws. She was called the Grandma Popper dog. What kind of dog was she? Angus was the dog that got me over my fear of pit bulls. He just become my boy.
Pit bulls are very, very sweet and loyal as long as you raise them right. They can be very, very good dogs.
They will do whatever you want them to do, and that's the problem. There's too many assholes that get a hold of them and make them do bad stuff.
Yep. Pretty much.
She was a mutt. Yep. Those are the best ones. Get a pit named Roxy. That's cool. What you got going on there, Michael? Let's see it. Pins down. Let's see what you got.
It
Cool.
feels feel like it's really 80s.
That does have an 80s color scheme with the kind of turquoise and pink.
Yeah, I think these Sharpies are that. I'm not really
If you'll,
sure.
if you'll throw some yellow in there, you'll be right in there, right in the box.
That's actually what I was thinking about doing on this part. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Little yellow, little purple.
Yeah, I've never drawn with Sharpies, so this is different.
You could do some crazy stuff with Sharpies. I've seen people like Jazza, the Jazza channel.
Yeah.
He does a lot of challenges with Sharpies and stuff.
Yeah.
Jazza does some cool stuff. I mean, he's a little bit corny, but man, he does some cool stuff.
Mr. Wise. Hello, Mr. Wise.
Hey, Mr. Wise. I know Mr. Wise.
Hey.
How are you doing, sir? He is my buddy that hangs out with the Turner sisters down in Texas. Mr. Wise, we're all just kind of hanging out and drawing tonight. This is my little cybernetic vampire that I did tonight for the stream. My daughter down here, B Knuckle, she did some chibi art, and then her husband Michael is working on some kind of a design, and Kira has done some anime art. Oh, let me get you up there. Hold on.
Yeah, I'll show her.
Bam! Look at that chibi stuff.
Okay. Didar. And I remember Toby, man.
Oh,
Toby.
Toby.
And then question mark.
You know, that reminds me of like a Peter Gabriel video. Just any Peter Gabriel video. That's what that reminds me of. You should name that Peter Gabriel.
Mr. Wise, you love anime art? I'll show you what I've been working on, but I'm using Krita right now, and I've finished what I'm going to do on this. I just shared the screen. Ojisan.
All right. And bam, there it is.
This is what I'm doing right now. But I plan on exporting this to my iPad and using it on Procreate because I can do a lot better effects with his transmutation circles than I can with Krita.
Hey, have you got your Attack on Titan one that you just finished up? Where you can show it?
Yeah. I just have to find the picture.
I just really like that one.
It is really good. I really liked doing it. Share. There you go.
Let me get it back up there. Bam. Yeah, that came out really good, man. Really nice.
Yeah, Brittany the Lit.
Thank you, Mr. Wise.
Mr. Wise is a super cool dude. If you ever get a chance to hang out with him, man, he's a good dude to have in your stream.
Yeah, all my videos are on my channel if you want to check it out at some point.
I will tell you this, if you ever just need someone to talk to, Mr. Wise is the guy to talk to.
That's cool.
Really cool guy. says Theodora has some nice hands, if you know what I mean.
Here now.
Yeah, I knew Striker would dig that Attack on Titan there.
Yeah.
You still got your harness and stuff somewhere here, don't you, Arthur? Way to do a whole Attack on Titan cosplay run for a while.
Mr. Wise, if you're still here, this is my next video picture, my next time lapse. These guys have seen it, but I'll show you.
Man.
It's Geno's from One Punch Man. He's normally got fire element, but I decided just to do lightning for some reason. I don't really know what.
Oh, looks good, man. Looks cool.
Thank you.
See how you got all that perspective and all that deliberate kind of posing and stuff. That's what I struggle with.
Yeah.
I just kind of wing it. I just throw it together.
My channel name is Pixel Master Kira. It should be right on the screen under my face, like in the video.
Mr. Wise, if hold on a second here, let me copy this. So Mr. Wise is a super cool guy. When we do these Ojisan and friend streams, it is for anybody that wants to do anything creative. So if you want to sing, recite poetry, do sculptures, draw, paint, whatever, we don't care. We just are looking for folks to come up. Trying to build a little creative community here.
Why didn't you mention singing a long time ago? I can sing, I'm telling you.
There you go. Let's hear it.
No, I was joking.
Let's hear it, Michael. There's a bottle. What are you going to sing, country?
No,
You going to sing Pink Floyd?
definitely not. I don't want to butcher Pink Floyd.
Oh, come on. You could do the Roger Waters parts. I'll do the David Gilmour parts.
Beanockle and Bethany are talking original characters now.
Maybe on a weekend when I've drank more.
Well, I work on the weekends, Michael. That doesn't work.
Man, that sucks. I guess you'll never hear me sing. I'm sorry.
But I have next weekend off, remember, because of Jessica's wedding. So let's see here. There is the one and only Mr. Wise. Welcome to the stream, man.
Hey, what's
How's
good?
it going?
Going good right now. Just at work.
How are you?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all, Mr. Wise is a cool guy to hang out with. He'll give you some advice now.
Man, the Genos one looks badass, like for real.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we're just hanging out drawing tonight, Mr. Wise.
Okay.
Yeah, we try to do this every Thursday. I do a little Ojisan and friends. Like I said, just trying to build a little community up here.
Okay. Sounds pretty good.
Usually I've got a Pooh or a Ty that show up. Ain't either one of them showed up tonight, but that's all good.
They'll show up sooner or later.
Yeah.
Dang.
So you do anything creative, Mr. Wise?
I'm trying to get start back getting into 3D animations.
Well, heck yeah. That'd be perfect, man.
It would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
What kind of animations do you do? Like channel logos or just animation?
Just animations. Like I'm trying to do characters.
Yeah.
Like with Dad Studios and Blender.
Yeah.
Blender, which is completely free, and Dash Studios 3D, that's completely free as well. You can import in your 2D art and 3D art as well inside both of those programs,
Cool.
and animate.
Over there in the chat, my son-in-law Felix there, he's actually got his degree in animation, so
Oh wow.
that'd be a good person for you to hook up with.
Okay.
Here in Arkansas, of all states, we have one of the only degrees you can get in animation here. Really weird.
Wow. Man, that's awesome.
I have a associate's degree in web design, so completely nothing to do with what I'm doing.
I've got like 220 hours, and I have an associate's degree in general studies because I cannot make up my mind. And I'm almost 50 years old. So.
It's never too late.
Yeah, it's true. It's never too late.
I just got my second wind.
All right.
Everybody's talking about original characters. I just shared my original character.
Well, let me get it up here. Hold on.
Let's see.
This is
Bam.
my original character.
Oh, I love
Okay.
This is Kira, the Kira and Pixel Master Kira.
Wow. That's nice.
Thank you.
Felix's degree is in computer graphics technology.
Man, so is he like so what's gonna be his background or story?
Well, it starts off as a horror story, and his story is he has a very difficult life, and then he's meant to become a very, very powerful demon. So at one point, all the good inside of him is pushed out into a spirit, and he just completely gets changed into this demon Kira. That's why it says Kira after full possession.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Man, you put a lot of thought into this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
Thank you. I have a very, very long story written, but I have yet to do anything with it yet. So, if I ever get big on YouTube, maybe I could quit my job, do YouTube, and then work on my stories. That's my plan. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
Yes. I mean, I believe it can happen. It can happen.
Appreciate it.
Like, cause at first all I wanted to do was just put my poems
That's okay, Bethany.
and start to just recite my poems on YouTube. And then I just branched on over to reading other people's poems and just reciting them and doing a little bit of animation with it as well, like AMVs.
Right.
And reading the poem at the same time.
You could probably do that. I'm not sure if they could catch you on copyright on that very easily because it'd be in your voice.
Yep. And then what I would do, I did do one video from it, but the music that I used wasn't copyright. Was non-copyright, so I was safe on it.
Yeah, that's good. It's a pain in the butt to find good uncopyrighted music.
Yes, it is. Yes, man. Because I search a lot for non-copyright music. A lot.
I made some of my own music out there on Soundtrap, and I used it on a few of my videos. I was pretty happy with how it came out. Pretty creepy stuff, though.
Okay. Do you still have some?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
I
wow.
did some experimental filmmaking out there. You have to go down about 300 videos down on my page. There's a couple of experimental videos I did where I used my music.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I actually put lyrics to one and kind of try to sing it. It's
Man.
sorry, I had to go get some Pringles.
Okay.
Can't beat a Pringle.
Let's see.
Yeah, this is actually kind of a character. It's been in the back of my mind for a while. I'm still trying to put a name to it, but
Oh, okay. What character is that right there?
he's kind of like if you took a Terminator and mix it with a vampire. So I don't know what you would call it.
A Terminator and a vampire.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, it was kind of the earlier version.
Hey, Dad. Me and Michael
This is
are
what I
gonna
was. Huh?
me and Michael are gonna get off.
All right. Yeah, it is a record breaking 2 hours and 17 minutes for this stream. So I figure I'm about to shut it down.
Good night, guys.
We'll
Oh.
see you guys. Mr. Wise, I appreciate you coming up. Kids, love you. Appreciate y'all showing up.
Good night, Mr. Wise.
All right. Good night,
Bethany,
guys.
it was awesome meeting you. Hopefully you'll come up here soon. Mr. Wise, you're always welcome on my channel.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Fixing to wrap it up. We'll see you guys later. Remember, Ojisan's got your back. Till the next video, Ojisan out.
Later, guys.
Later.
You still with me?